Welcome, my friend. Welcome to Touching the Edge. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being part of this exploration of emotional mastery and how we can find ways to step into it in our current life. How we can find ways to experience our emotion and allow them to flavor our life, but not be, just stuck in them, trapped in the emotion. And I want to suggest that one of those ways, and I really like to use imagery, one of those ways is recognizing that not every itch should be scratched. If you have some kind of a situation, a rash, poison ivy or whatever it might be, and you scratch that area, all of a sudden that can spread. And so I want to encourage you to not be always so quick to scratch the itch. I mean, sometimes scratching the itch actually feels better. Oh, it can feel really good sometimes. I used to know people when they would have a broken arm, they would probably, they would stick something in to try to scratch that itch. But sometimes you do a lot of damage to yourself when you scratch something that you really don't want to scratch. And so I want to suggest to you that that's the relationship with the emotions. A lot of these emotions feel so good when we're indulging in them. So good when we're running something over in our mind about what we're angry with someone for what they're doing. Again, that element we've talked about in the past, that resentment is like, receiving a really painful letter and then sending it off to yourself so you get it again. And if you keep doing that regularly, you develop this resentment. And so then, again, it's an itch that we shouldn't scratch. We want to recognize that what sometimes feels like the most desirous thing to activate, to indulge in, sometimes that's the worst for you. Recognize by continuing to commit to your long-term purpose and being responsive to that long-term purpose. Remembering that whatever you're dealing with in life, that is actually secondary to your long-term, really essential purpose of becoming your authentic self. And so don't be so quick to be reactive. Be responsive. And remember that when you do, that gradually you'll begin to change the situation in your life. Focusing in what you do, not in outcomes, and being consistent in that focus. After a while, the whole life is transformed. That is the process of stepping towards emotional mastery. How about yourself? What are you doing? Please ask other people to join us in this circle. Please let us know what you're feeling and experiencing, because your experience can support us all in growing. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to ring the bell. Here we go. Calming down, listening to our intuition, and realizing that if we imagine what is possible, we can achieve it. Namaste, my friend. Thank you.